Good morning, Illini, and welcome back to another Healthy Illini podcast. I'm your host, as always, Matt Schrock, and I'm glad you're with us wherever your journey is taking you. We've gotten through the summer. We're getting ready to get geared up for another fall semester and some exciting times. Some of you are new to campus. Some of you are returning to campus. But no matter where you are, we're glad to walk with you, and we have some exciting information today that will help you out when you're trying to figure out how you're going to plan out your fall semester. Today I'm joined by Kelly Boeger. She is the assistant director of dining for menu management and a registered dietitian with housing. Kelly, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, as we're looking to get into the fall semester, everybody thinks about, what groups am I going to be a part of? What classes am I taking? Where am I living? Things like that. But one of the key parts of any college experience is the dining hall, the housing dining hall. And that's not different here at UC. So because we're such a large campus, there are a lot of options here available, and students might not know about all of them. So let's start there. Give me a quick rundown of the options when it comes to dining here on campus.
Yeah, so we have several different options. We have 4 different all-you-care-to-eat dining halls. There's 3 on the Urbana side and 1 in Champaign. The 3 in Urbana are PAR, or Pennsylvania, LAR, or Lincoln Allen, and ISR, Illinois Street. And then on the Champaign side, the all-you-care-to-eat hall is Eikenberry. And then we also have a couple different options for grab and go and coffee and tea and things like that. So we have Infinity, which is located at ISR. ISR also has a retail location called Terabyte. And then at Eikenberry, there is a retail location called 57 North, and they also have a coffee shop called Caffeinator. And then we also actually operate a food truck where you can use your meal plan. So in addition to all of that, LAR also has a kosher kitchen that is a little separate kitchen where you can use your meal plan, and then also Field of Greens, which is a vegetarian restaurant that's open Monday through Friday, and you can use your meal plan there as well.
So I do want to get into some of those unique options and break that down a little bit, but before we get into those, so payment types. Do you have to be on a university meal plan? Can you come in and use cash? How do you utilize these dining halls?
Sure. So we do not accept cash, but we do have a lot of different payment options. So you can use your meal plan at the all-you-care-to-eat dining halls. They accept classic meal swipes, dining dollars, which are both included in a meal plan, and then we also accept Illini cash, Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, and debit cards. And then at all of our retail locations and the coffee shops, we accept dining dollars, Illini cash, Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, and debit cards.
I don't really want to go into the financial side of it too much. I want to talk more about the dietary and things like that. But just real quick, if someone has a question about the meal plans financially, who do they talk to? Do they talk to housing? Do they contact the registrar's office? Who are they talking to?
Yes, they would just send a quick email to the Housing Information Office, which can be found on our housing website.
Is there anything new, any changes to any meal plans for returning students? You come back, you think, I've got to figure it out, but sometimes things change. Anything new this fall?
Well, we are actually the changes, there aren't too many changes to the meal plans, but I did want to mention that if you want to change your meal plan, you can do that up until September, mid-September. I think it's about September 17th or so. So you would go on to My Housing, and you can change your meal plan as many times as you want in the beginning of the fall semester and in the beginning of the spring semester. So if you find that the meal plan that you've chosen, that you signed up for, doesn't really work for you, you can just change it to something else. And then if you don't like that one, you can change it to a different one. So we give people the option to kind of see which one works best for them.
And as always, we'll have these links and this information in the description of this episode. So if you're listening to it and you come back later, like, I forgot what that email was, or forgot that website, you can find it in our description real easy, and we'll get you set up with that. So let's go back to some of the uniqueness in the different dining halls and the uniqueness in people's journeys, because we've talked about this all the time, that everyone is on a unique journey. Everyone is on their own personal path. There's some commonalities, like we all need food, but we all need different food. Right. And so, one particular type of meal idea doesn't necessarily work for everyone. You have people on this campus who have needs based on nutrition, whether it be allergies or a particular diet they're doing, or it may be cultural, the types of food that they're used to, or the type of food that in their own personal belief they're allowed to eat. So how do they fit with the dining hall, and how do they use the dining hall resources to fit with what they need?
Well, yeah, I think that's one really big highlight of our program, is that we do accommodate so many different needs and preferences, and we're here to serve everybody regardless of what they need. So we have several options for people with allergies and, like you said, religious observances. So if you have a food allergy, we label all of our menu items very clearly. That can be found on the Illinois app, or we have a website called Eat Smart, where the nutrition information is listed, as well as all the allergy traits and the ingredients lists. And then we also have preference traits on there, like vegan, vegetarian, halal. So you can use that to navigate the dining halls and see where you might be able to find those foods that meet your needs. We also labeled halal, vegetarian, and vegan at the point of service inside the dining hall. So there's nutrition cards that have those traits, as well as the nutrition information about the item on the buffet. Most people with allergies, I feel, find that is they kind of self-navigate using those tools. But if you have severe allergies, we also have another program called Inclusive Solutions that is included in the meal plan, so you don't have to pay extra. But once you register with Disabilities Resources, they send me your information, and then you can order your meals to be cooked in a separate area of the kitchens. So each kitchen has a allergy-friendly area where the meals are cooked safely by an allergy team who's gone through extra training. So we have that available to anybody with a meal plan. And then we do have a lot of, so for example, we kind of touched on halal. We have halal meats in all of the dining halls. We also have the kosher kitchen, like I mentioned. And we do a lot of celebrations and observances and cultural theme meals around those as well. So like we do Lunar New Year in February, or we do Hispanic Heritage Month in the fall. We've done some, last year was actually the first year we did an Eid celebration at the end of Ramadan. And I'd also like to mention that, like, for Ramadan and Passover, you can get reimbursement if you're fasting. So definitely reach out to us for that as well.
And those are all amazing things that I remember when I was in school 20 years ago. Those things didn't really happen much, right. And so that's a wonderful thing. I'm really proud of that for our campus, that we have it, and we have those options for students, because we really do, in all facets, try and strive to support the students where they are in their journey. With that, one of the things you kind of called it little known facts when we were corresponding before this recording, and because there are students on the campus, they don't have an allergy need, they don't have a dietary need, they don't have any need based on cultural or religious beliefs or anything like that, but they might have a class on the far corner of campus, sure, and they can't get to a dining hall, or they can't get there during the certain hours. So are they out of luck? Are they on their own? Or what does dining offer them for that student that has a weird schedule or somewhere else on campus?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest questions when students come onto campus is, or maybe misinformation, that they think they have to eat where they live, but that is not true at all. You can eat at any of our dining halls. Actually, even if you don't have a meal plan. So like I said earlier, we accept debit and credit cards and Illini cash, so anyone in the public can come to eat in our dining halls, but you can go and eat at any of them regardless of where you live. And they all have different hours, so we're open as late as 8 o'clock, and all you care to eats. The food truck is open until 9, so you can get something to eat. And then the retail locations are open until midnight, so you can go in there and get something to eat too if you have a late class or something. So I think that's one. People in the community get really excited when I tell them that too, that, I can even, staff or people who have an office next to a dining hall, they can come over and eat with us as well.
So the food truck, let's talk about that. Is there a schedule somewhere?
It is on our the Illinois app. All of our locations and schedules are on the Illinois app, so just click on the dining section. The food truck operates Sunday through Thursday. On Sunday and Monday, they park by the Arc, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they park in front of the Illini Union. And they have a rotating menu. It's different kind of global cuisine, so they've got some really good recipes that were developed by our very talented staff.
To go with that, with like eating wherever you are, I don't know much about it, but I've heard that you can order food ahead of time and pick it up to go, or take something to go. Is there an option there?
Yes, we have a program called Order Ahead. And that currently is available at 57 North. There is a link also within the Illinois app to order your food to go at 57 North. We are also rolling out that program at Terabyte this fall, so that will be coming soon. And it's real easy. You just click the link on the app, and then it takes you to the Order Ahead app where you can order some food, and it'll be ready for you when you get there.
That's fantastic. Just a lot of options. You mentioned the Order Ahead program, but is there any kind of carry-out program you can just kind of, I know you said grab and go, but is there anything in that area that dining offers?
Right. So last year we started offering to go from the All You Care to Eat units. So at all 4 of the All You Care to Eat dining halls, you can buy a to-go box. It's a reusable to-go box for $5, and then you pay your meal. You pay to swipe into the dining hall or however you're going to pay to eat your meal, and then use that to-go box, fill it up, take it out with you, and then just bring it back next time, and we'll give you a new one.
I love what you're saying about the sustainability again, the lean path, grind to energy. That's fantastic with the campus. But another thing that we've talked about recently, again on a podcast, so check it out if you haven't seen it, is food insecurity. And kind of that does dining hall play into the campus trying to help with any of that issue with the food insecurity?
Yes, we have a program called Everybody Eats, which is evolving and expanding. But currently, we have areas within Eikenberry and ISR where we have some food that is available in a warming cabinet that anyone can come and take. And it's usually some rice and some soup. And like I said, we're going to expand that program this semester and make it more of a variety of foods available there. But that's open to anyone who feels like they need a little bit extra to get them through the day. And then we also donate to local charities or organizations like Daily Bread, or we take extra food from the dining halls and donate it. And then there's also another program called Project for Less, who packages up food in the dining halls and takes them to one of the food banks on campus.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Just before we close, a couple things that I came across that I just didn't know what they were. I saw the name Lean Path, Grind to Energy. There's more there, but like if I see something like that, what are these things and how do I find out more information?
Yeah, so we have a lot of sustainability efforts in dining. Lean Path is a program that we use to weigh our food waste in an effort to decrease that waste. And then Grind to Energy is a program that takes food scraps and turns them into energy. You may see these big green tanks around campus, and that's more information about both of those programs is on our website as well.
That's fantastic. I know there's a real push. We actually did a podcast recently on some sustainability and environmentalism. So if you haven't heard that, check that out. It was a few episodes ago. But I know the campus is really pushing for to be conscious of sustainability and things like that. So it's fantastic to have the dining hall be a part of that as well. Again, there's just a lot of options here for students. If you're coming in and you're not sure, ask. Whether it be dietary or just be options, there are things there that you can use, that you can utilize, and the campus is here to serve you. The campus is here to help. Kelly, we're about out of time, but before we go, any last thoughts, any last things we haven't mentioned you want to touch on?
Like you said, we are here to serve you, so please don't be afraid to ask someone in the dining hall or send us an email. And I also forgot to mention we have another retail location called Urbana South Market. Sorry, PAR.
Well, Kelly, thanks for being here today. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
We talk a lot here at Healthy Illini about everyone's on their own individual path, and often that's has to do with like activities or mental health or academics, but it also fits into the food. It also fits into your dining plans and what you need and what you're looking for. And the campus has options. So I hope you take a moment to look through the links in our description of this episode. Look at the options, find out what's there for you, because we want to help you. Again, we want to come alongside you and walk with you wherever you are on your journey, wherever you are on your path, whatever you're trying to get to, whether you figured out where you want to go or you're trying to figure it out as you go. But we're here to help. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you want to follow up the discussion, contact us here at Healthy Illini. We'd be happy to talk to you. We love engaging, and that's what we're here for. So I hope this has been great information, but follow up with it, because there's a whole lot more than we even were able to cover today. But thank you for joining us today. You are on a personal journey, no matter where you are in it. You are important, and you matter. Your health and wellness are important and matter, and we are here to keep you well to excel. So go have a great week, Illini. Let us know how you're doing, and we'll catch you next time on Healthy Illini.